All right. It's that time. It's time for Beyond Sight and Sound. Let's do this.
Hey boys and girls, we are going to talk about S&W shooters and prospectors. What is S&W shooters and prospectors?
We at S&W Shooters and Prospectors help people find treasure.
Did you say treasure?
Yes, treasure. Just listen to this amazing review from our happy customer, Jackie Sparrow.
Chocolate ship shape and a pleasure to deal with. I was able to buy everything that I needed at prices that were shillings less than others. I found my 9 pieces of 8 in no time. Savvy?
I know you're asking yourself, why should I shop at S&W Shooter and Prospectors?
Chuck Smalley has over 45 years of metal detecting experience. He works with each customer one-on-one to customize their setup to match their skill level.
So if you always dreamt of being a pirate, contact Chuck at S&W Shooters and Prospectors and he'll take a great deal for you.
Eye patch and rum not included.
Caution. Please do not operate motor vehicles or power equipment while under the influence of this show. Listening to this show could cause side effects such as bouts of laughter, violent binges of cabin fever, and even dreams of silver and gold. Please be advised. Now that the fine print is out of the way, on with the show. All right. Let's see here. Looks like... Let me see what's going on here. Okay. Unfortunately, I can't check the monitor. All right. So since I'm not hearing things all that great, how's the audio? And we'll see. Okay. It looks like Kevin says it's loud and clear. Okay. All right. Well, at least we've got that part figured out. Okay. All right. So, obviously, we see that Barks is in. Bortners, Bills, Mark, I know I saw Emery in right at the beginning. Posted pic to the group. What pic and what group? Welcome aboard, Dave Riley. Alan Landau. Well, Mark, you're not the only one. Actually, since Sunday, at least I can talk tonight. Snow Day Fun, Beyond Sight and Sound Group. Okay. I'll check that out. No, obviously, as you folks already know, I was not here Sunday. Spent a little too much time in the cold. And it did not end well for me. Actually, it's a good thing I made the post Sunday, because about the time that I should have been getting the computer up and running to do the show, I was already crawling into bed and trying to get some rest. Picked up a little bit of something from being out in the cold so long. Couldn't you didn't just miss me Sunday. I missed me Sunday. As a matter of fact, the way things are going tonight, we figured it'd be a short show tonight. But we were at least going to try and get a short show out there. Well, I'll tell you what, between the sinuses and the headache and the jaw and not a good time. And then this time of the year, a lot of people are trying to get things around for tax prep, and well, I'm sidetracked trying to get things set up for the rest of the year as far as paperwork and insurance and treatments and all that lovely crud. But that's the way it goes. Let's see here.
Yeah. Yes, you are correct, Bill. Chuck has been doing pretty well in Aruba this time. Coming back from Kansas City. Well, hopefully safe travels. It was in the upper 30s today for the tropical paradise. Yeah. I believe that there's plenty of people saying since Monday hell has officially froze over. I think Florida got record-breaking snowfall. Go figure. Who would have thought it? And unfortunately, California braces for the next round of wildfires with the Santa Anas. It's definitely a shame, keeping everybody in our thoughts. And hopefully everyone in the path of all of this unseasonably cold, below zero wind chills is trying to stay as warm as they can. See, when things like this happen, that's when everything starts to break. Including me, apparently. Either way, for those that missed Chuck's videos, Chuck has been getting a few videos out there. He's been doing quite well for himself out there. I don't know how many people caught the video with the silver turtle ring. Nice looking piece there. I want to say that I believe there was a sterling pink panther in that video too. And it looks like Kevin says on the bright side, Gnome won't see above zero for the next 5 to 7 days. Well, I would say that's nice, but that's not necessarily making me feel any better right now. Either way, though, and since it's been so cold, I've been cooped up indoors. Well, didn't have to be cooped up indoors. I could have tried to have gotten outside and got some things done, but I've been focusing more on trying to get some things done indoors because I'm not looking forward into going back out to that cold anytime soon. As a matter of fact, somebody contacted me today wanting to buy, believe it or not, bundles of firewood. I don't know where they were camping. I mean, they almost kind of made it sound like they were camping. Maybe, who knows? Maybe they wanted firewood for their just a couple of bundles to throw in their fireplace or something. I don't know. Either way, wasn't happening today. Was not happening today at all. And then it also doesn't help either that I got things screwed up with a couple of prescriptions. So it's, things are not cooperating at all. They say that Florida's seen more snow than Iowa and South Dakota, huh? Wow. Yeah, I don't know who it was. Welcome to Robert. I just know when the message came in, I saw it. I mean, I glanced at it and I'm like, yeah, I'm not dealing with bundles of firewood today. Ain't happening. Ain't happening. Well, but you got to remember though, looks like Melissa says Florida had over 6 inches yesterday. But that was probably gone fairly quick, I would think. But then again, who knows? Maybe not. I mean, it's been extremely cold, unseasonably so for Florida. What was it? I think Monday. It was in the 50s, I believe. A little strange. So either way, while we're on the mend and trying to do what I can indoors, been busy trying to follow the national news too. It's unfortunate to know that, like I said, between California and all the places that are getting this extreme cold, yeah, Texas got hit too. It's something else. Actually, with as cold as it got for us, they even canceled school for 2 days, about 2 and 3 days in advance. Yeah, hopefully it will warm up. Unfortunately, it's not going to warm up quite enough yet. Yeah, there you go. Global warming, sure. Yep. sure it is. It's going to be a while before we see it back up to the 70s around here, Robert. I wish. Hey, I'd be the first one in line for it, too. Actually, I just, yesterday I finished a recoil pull start for a lawnmower that the person's like, now I just wish it was warm enough to be able to use the mower. Ohio Relic Hunter thinks we need snow and cold for Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, and then back into the 70s by New Year's. Tam would disagree with you. Tam wants to see the snow for her birthday, too. And I see somebody, who was that? Emery says, you've got it in the bag with those moves, Phil. We'll see. Alan wants to go digging really, really bad. Well, so far I think a lot of us, the only things we're digging is snow. Nice try, Phil. Like I said, Tam wants to see snow for her birthday. Then after that, she's fine with it going away. So we'll have to hope, I guess, if she does happen to get to see snow for her birthday, which isn't all that far-fetched around here, then hopefully it warms up quick. We'll see what happens. Time will tell. And I know last Wednesday we were going to announce winners, and the general consensus was we were going to have Chuck check everything out, and then I would post things up on the group. So we've got a little update about that too. Actually, I want to say I think most of our entries are in the chat. Yeah, most of them are in the chat. And Janet may be around too. Well, come think of it, I don't think I've seen Barb either. So we must have snuck in on her. She doesn't know that we're around because there was no post. There was no post. Either way, though, we have opted to not post up the winners, and we're going to announce that when Chuck gets back from Aruba. I think he had a pretty good idea, because I did talk to him before he left for Aruba, and I think he had a pretty good idea already how it was all going to go. But I'll wait. I'm not going to let the cat out of the bag. And when Chuck gets back from Aruba, we'll go ahead and we'll get that done. So we will announce the winners of the contest when Chuck gets back from Aruba, as far as our shuffle competition. And we'll see. And apparently Barb's down for the count too. It that seems to be the way it goes. All this cold kicks in and just nasty stuff. And it's got a few of us under the weather or trying to stay up to speed. Like I said, Sunday slowed me down quite a bit. And then the wintertime slows me down a little bit in general anyway. And then with the little bit of oversight on the meds, that slowed me down a lot. And quite frankly, it sucks. It's left me a lot of time on my hands to follow the national news. Or the world news, depending on how things go. I've got to see a lot about the wildfires, which is very unfortunate. And, well, there again, it's frustrating. It's unfortunate. And it really sucks, too, knowing that some of this could have been avoided. But that's the way it goes. There you go, Kevin. Yeah. I bet that pepper would have helped quite a bit. Helped burn it out. Yeah. Yeah, Relic Hunter's chiming in there, too. He's down for some of that. Of course, he's been busy doing the steak, egg, and cheese bagels, which look delicious, I must say. Well, we'll have to see what happens. We'll just have to see what happens. Oh, onion bagels at that, Bill says. Heavy metal detectors. Heavy metal detectors, Kentucky. It's pretty cold down there in Kentucky, too. Just dawned on me it was Wednesday. Well, there's Barb. Huh. People have been wishing that you get well or feel better. That's all right, Barb. You're not the only one that it just dawned that it's Wednesday. There's been a couple other people too. A stuffed head. So Barb's probably not hearing real well either. Well, I don't know. The way it's looking then, probably about 25% of the people in the chat are a little under the weather. That's probably not good. Not good at all. But that's the way it goes. In a few more days, hopefully we'll all be right as rain. We'll see, though. I mean, what was that? Last week, I think it was. Frank was a little under the weather, too. Well, there I went and got sidetracked with something in the chat. Barb says Bub's dad gave him the stuff. Well, I'm curious then, what new shovel did heavy metal detectors get? If they're wanting to know what kind of shovels everybody uses. Old Pelon in the house. You got some screen keeps popping up here. I don't know what that is, what the deal is. Not sure. Oh, okay. Excalibur. Nice. Nothing wrong with that. Let's see here. And we're seeing a number of others. Number of others in the chat throwing out names of the shovels they use. Let's see here. Then apparently, okay. The Samsons are all right. I've got a few of them. Of course, I don't know. It depends on what I'm doing. There are plenty of times that, depending on where I'm at, I may take the Piranha, which that thing's pretty nice. Ooh, 4 pounds. I don't know. A purple shovel, huh? Well, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Either way, uh-oh. Why does it seem to me that Ohio Relic Hunter must have thrown out the Root Assassin. I don't know. Maybe he didn't. He may not have. Wouldn't take much to break it, though. Yeah, I see that, Bill. I see that. Either way, like I had said earlier, if no one has had the chance yet to see Chuck's videos, check out a couple of his videos. He's got some posted up of what, not only what he has found, but what some of the other guys have found as well. And I've noticed that a lot of them, the one video apparently there's been a number of people that have seen Chuck's videos that apparently think that he needs to do something about the socks. I don't know. You'll have to check the video out for yourself and see. But some interesting finds. Like I said, the turtle ring was pretty cool. The sterling pink panther, also pretty cool. And he's got some gold too. Nothing wrong with that. As if the weather wasn't warm enough, I'm sure that warmed him up. Always kind of gets the blood pumping when you find some gold, right? Right. And then since Barb is in as well, I'll make the announcement one more time that since everybody wanted to wait and see what Chuck had to say, I did talk to Chuck before he headed out to Aruba. And we're going to announce the winners when he gets back here stateside. Alan, I'm assuming if you're asking about how the other people are doing, they're doing well too there in Aruba. At least the way it looked to me. So we'll see how it goes. Either way, I'm sure that Aruba will not last near long enough for him. I'm sure he's been keeping tabs on what weather's been doing back here, so he knows what he's coming back to. And he's not happy to see it, I'm sure. Yeah, in Aruba. They're not doing too bad. They're not doing too bad, Alan. Well, I know the one video that he had did, I believe it was Monday, Alan. He talked about what some of the other guys had been up to, and as you see the video where he's showing his finds, he does kind of pan the camera across the table a little bit, and there are other people's finds laying out there as well. And I want to say they had their names written at the bottom of them. Tim, I think, maybe had a fake gold ring. But he did find a pair of sunglasses, so, who knows? Maybe it's okay. And a gentleman had tried to get Chuck to recover a ring for him, but it just so happened where he was. I don't know if it was because of the tide coming in or what, but it was a little difficult to get to, so they sent Ron after it instead. So there was at least a ring return this trip. Not all that unusual to hear about in Aruba. It seems like they usually do one or two, at least, usually. Yeah, Chuck may miss his return flight on purpose. We'll see. But we'll wish him safe travels. So, yeah. Ron was using the hookah. I mean, it wasn't terribly deep in the water, but when you've got somebody there that's running a hookah and you're just trying to get as far out there as you can with your long-handled scoop, then there comes a point where you can get no further, and it turns out to be a whole lot more work that way, and it's a lot easier when you can have someone basically crawling along on the bottom and they're able to get it. And that's basically what happened. I mean, he went ahead and he was having some issues with the water. It was a little high there, so he put Ron on it. And let's see. Yeah. There are just some things that you can't unsee, I guess. I saw that episode. That was a little traumatizing. Either way, though, good grief, look at the time. Here I said we were going to run a short show. But if I roll out of here pretty quick, it'll still be a short show. So, like I said, for those recap will be that we're going to announce the winners of the shuffle giveaway when Chuck gets back from Aruba. Other than that, still keeping everyone in our thoughts as far as California wildfires and anybody that's in the path of the snow and the cold, all that stuff, and all of us that are under the weather yet. Hopefully we all get to feeling better soon. Until the next time, hopefully I'm a little more back up to par by Sunday. We'll see what happens. For now, though, we're going to roll. Everybody that's under the weather, get the meds. Hopefully you get the rest and you get to feeling better. And we can hopefully try to see everyone back on the next one. Have a wonderful evening, folks. We're out of here. We sure are glad you found us here tonight. Thanks for dropping by and joining in. If you like metal detecting, treasure hunting, gold prospecting, or even entertaining discussion, check us out Wednesdays and Sundays, 8 p.m. Eastern, on your favorite podcast distribution services.